All right, so here's my audience here. And this is my second impromptu speeches. I got this bucket here full of topics, so let's pull the first one and get it started. We've got fast food. So let's get the timer started. Let's put this over here. Fast food. Okay. There's like no room on this table. I need this out. Oh, I'm not even in frame. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sure. All right, I'm ready to go. All right, so the first topic, fast food. So actually, to start this speech with a fun fact, I actually work at a fast food restaurant. I work at Raising Cane's. So that's not really relevant to what the speech is going to be about. What I'm going to be talking about is why Chipotle is the best fast food restaurant. I actually personally eat Chipotle a lot, and I've got a couple of reasons why Chipotle is the best. So we're going to start with the versatility. Chipotle, they do only serve Mexican food, but they have a lot of different variety. You can get all different types of meats, chicken, steak, fajitas even. And so really there is something there for anyone's taste. And then the next reason that I like to get into is the health of it. I'm not going to sit here and say that Chipotle is super healthy for you, but compared to a lot of other fast food restaurants, Chipotle is definitely a healthier option. And the final thing is just simply the taste. I think it tastes very good. And one of the interesting things about the whole Chipotle model for fast food restaurants is that if you get something that you don't really like, it's almost as if it's your fault because you ordered wrong. Not to blame anyone that doesn't like Chipotle in the audience. I don't think we have any of those. But I will say that Chipotle is definitely it has something for everyone, and it's a very good fast food restaurant. All right, that's done that speech. And so for our next topic, I'm gonna tilt this down to kind of see more. Okay, for the next topic, I already pulled it. Sorry. It's money. Money right here. So let's get started. Yeah, okay, you can see me. All right. Okay. I'm tilted back up. It's kind of too far down. Okay. So, get this. Dude, it keeps. Okay, let's get the second speech charted about money. So, I'd like to start off this speech by saying that money these days is one of the most sought after currencies. Let's not say currencies. It's one of the most sought after things in the world. A lot of people grow up and they think, wow, I really want money. Money is kind of the goal of my life. And you see people going to college, to be like a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, And really, at the end of the day, what they want is money. But I'm here to present the argument that what they want isn't actually money, and what they really want is freedom. So money in and of itself isn't something to be pursued. Money is almost like a vessel for things, right? So money, you can use it to buy things, but it's not like just seeing a large number in your bank account is what really makes you happy. So people, they pursue money throughout their whole life just to get to that next purchase. I've heard a quote somewhere, and it says, I'm paraphrasing here, but the most sought after thing is the next purchase. So people are always just looking to buy that next thing. And so what they really desire is to be in that state where they're no longer chained to their desires for the next thing. And so in people's pursuit of money, what they're really pursuing is the ability to be free and the ability to have what you want without desiring anything else. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's get into our next topic. Now this can actually see it. Look at that. All right. We've got cheese. Cheese, that's enough. We've got 2 food ones. Cheese, yeah. So let's get preparing. Oh, man. Cheese. What are you guys doing? We're doing it. Don't doing a segment. I'm doing a speech, Sean.
Like right now?
Yes, right now, dude. All right. Ready to go.
Okay.
I just dropped my pencil. I'd like to start this speech by asking the audience, have you guys eaten anything with cheese today?
Yeah, I had cheese.
Yes?
For lunch.
Boom, that's what I love to hear.
Okay.
So I'd like to say in this speech that cheese is the most underrated food out of any food, okay? Cheese is one of the greatest role players in the food category. Cheese, it's never a main dish. I would say the closest it gets to a main dish is on something like a charcuterie board. But even when cheese is the main attraction there, it's still the entree of the whole meal. So even though cheese doesn't ever play the main dish role, it's still such a vital part in so many different foods. I mean, you can just list off the foods that cheese is involved in. You've got heavy hitters of the game like tacos, pizza, pasta, and much more. Sandwiches. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot. Burgers. The list really just goes on with the amount of foods that cheese is involved in. And so in these foods, cheese is not only just involved, but it's almost like an integral part of the food. You look at a guy like pizza really can't function without cheese. And not only that, but cheese is actually an elevator of pizza. Cheese, it takes pizza and it can, make it into that next level food. You see a lot of people saying that pizza is their favorite food. And I would like to say that that's mostly due to cheese. And so, for all these reasons, I would like to say that cheese is the most underrated food of all time. So yeah, those are my 3 impromptu speeches. I still got my audience here. See the cat in the background there. Look at him. You can't really see him. Okay. Thanks for watching.